Hey there, what's up? Welcome back to Economics. I am Dr. Shreya Roy, and this is lecture 9 of data analytics using SPSS. In today's lecture, we are going to be covering correlation analysis. So, Economics is registered under Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Education, MSME, Skill India, Startup India, and we are currently serving knowledge across 168 countries. That's about it. Let's roll into the video. If you do not know how to import a data in SPSS, please watch our previous videos. If you want to register into the certificate course of data analytics using SPSS, the link is down in the description box. All you need to do is take up an exam, and if you clear your exam, the certificate is yours. That being said, now let's roll into the video. The data that we are using for today's correlation analysis study is that of cosmetic data set, that is the profit, sales, advertisement, and gender of of 25 cosmetic companies. And so we are going to understand the correlation analysis. Now, a little behind the scene for correlation analysis is there are two types of correlation analysis. One is a Pearson and other one is a Spearman. So if you do not have access to the notes, you may write to us at contact@economics.com, or the WhatsApp number is being displayed on your screen, and you may ask us for the notes and we will email them to you. Let's first understand Pearson correlation. So Pearson correlation is a linear relationship, and Spearman correlation is a monotonic relationship. We'll understand the difference between a linear relationship and a monotonic relationship soon. First, we need to understand what is correlation. So correlationship is an analysis between two variables. Please be very careful when you're using correlation analysis, and I have spoken about this in our previous videos as well, that students just use one variable and they say we are not getting an analysis. That is not how it works. You need at least two variables for them to work. Okay, so there should be two variables. Let's say in our current data set, it is sales and profits. Okay, so if one variable increases and the other variable increases, so let's say the sales increases and the profits also increase, we say there is a positive correlation. If the sales increases and let's say the profits decreases, we say there is a negative correlation. And if one increases, let's say sales increases and there is no change in the profit, we say there is no relation. So basically, correlation analysis tells you the relationship between two variables and which direction it is moving, how one is affecting the other. Okay. That being said, let's understand Pearson correlation. So in Pearson correlation, it is a linear relationship, and it is generally represented or symbolically represented with the symbol R. So basically what happens is, let's say if sales increases by 2 points, profit also increases by 2 points. Let's say sale increases by 4 points, the profit also increases by 4 points. So what do we see? There is a linear relationship. As much as sales increases, the profit also increases by that many numbers. So that is called a linear relationship. So it's going to be a straight line. On the other hand, when we are talking about Spearman correlation, which is generally represented by the symbol rho, so it is a monotonic representation. That doesn't mean that it is going to have a straight line. So let's say the sales is increasing by 2 points and the profit is increasing by 3 points. Then the sales is increasing by 4 points and the profit is increasing, let's say, by 7 points. So there is no equal or unitary increment, and that's when you say it's a monotonic increase. So it's not a straight line, but it is upward sloping. I hope I could explain myself. We will understand the software right now. If you have any doubts, please comment down below and I'll get back to you first. Analyze, correlate, bivariate. Now, what do we say? We say Pearson is selected by default. You may select Pearson, or you may not select Pearson, or you may select Pearson and deselect, you may select between Pearson and Spearman as you feel, useful to you. That's okay. Now let's select between profit and sales. Selecting the first variable profit, selecting the second variable sales. Thank you. Selecting the second variable, sales, and here I have selected Pearson and Spearman. You may select either or you may select whichever you feel comfortable. Generally, I do tell every of my student to select two tail and not to select one tail. Two tail, basically the analysis is being conducted on both the side of your data, which is okay and comfortable. Okay. Now click on OK. Now let's take a look. So this is a Spearman. This is a Spearman row, and we see that the value is 0.891. Okay, and for Pearson, the value is 0.916. Okay, so in either way, this is how the analysis goes. If it is, do you want me to write it down somewhere? So 0.1 to 0.5, we say weakly positively correlated. If you make it minus 0.1 to 0.5, we say weakly negatively correlated. On the other hand, if it is 0.6 to 1, we say strongly positively correlated. And on the other hand, if it is negative 0.6 to negative 1, we say strongly negatively correlated. On the other hand, if it is 0, we say no correlation. Okay, this is how your analysis should go on. To understand one more, so ad means advertisement expenditure and profit means profit, sales means sales. Analyze, correlate, bivariate, and instead of sales, let's select advertisement and click on OK. Okay. So what do we see? This is positive 0.14, which is weakly positively correlated, and or you can say no correlation because it is very close to 0. Okay, so basically advertisement expenditure is not affecting profit. That being said, now let's quickly understand a scatter plot. So correlation is graphically represented using a scatter plot analysis. So let's go to graph, chart builder, and click on scatter and select the first, drag, and in the x-axis, let's select profit and sales in the y-axis and click on OK. Okay. Though we can very clearly understand it is an upward sloping, what if the visual representation is not that clear? What do? We go to graphs, chart builder, and select the second option, click and drag. So in which you also have a L fit, linear fit. Okay. So now click on OK. So in my lower axis, I have profit and here I have sales. Click on OK. Now see, my visual representation is also being represented with a linear fit plot. Now we can tell very easily that it is upward sloping. That is visible. Also, my correlation analysis was 0.89. Okay, which is very strongly positively correlated, and my visual representation is also giving me a very strongly positive correlation. So similarly, if the line is downward sloping, you say it's negatively correlated, and if it is, a horizontal line or a vertical line, you say there is no correlation. I think that's about it. In today's session, we learned the Pearson correlation, Spearman correlation, correlation analysis, which talks about weakly positively correlated, strongly positively correlated, weakly negatively correlated, strongly negatively correlated, no correlation, and then we have the scatter plot and we have the linear fit scatter plot. So that's about it. If you have any doubts, please comment down below and see you in the next session. Until then, bye.